Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of our Congress series. Again, we're here in the Buckeye Studio. This is actually my second recording on this video, because distractions, things need to be done. It's also the same thing with yesterday's episode too. I only got it in my second take, because, distractions. Anyways, today we're talking about the 102nd Congress, which was in session from 1991 to 1993. Finally in the 90s. Those of you that know me know that I was born in almost the second half of, actually in the real tail end of the first half of 1999. So yeah, I'm a 90s baby, or 90s kid. I don't know. It depends on your intake of being a 90s baby, whether or not if you were born in the 90s or actually grew up in the 90s. Like, if we're talking about being born, then yes, I'm a 90s kid. But an actual growing up, for me, no, I'm a 2000s kid. And my sister is flat out, straight up, 2000s kid. So, yeah. Anyways, let's talk about this Congress episode. We have two sessions. We have 435 members in the House, like we always do. Again, it's based on state population. And if you're a state that has a lot of people, then you get more seats. California and Texas. The Speaker of the House is Tom Foley, who is a Democrat. We have 270 Democrats, 164 Republicans, and 1 independent. No vacancies. So yeah, that's fun. That's nice. Jumping over to the other side of the building, in the Senate we have 100 members. Again, because we have 50 states and every state has 2 senators, no matter how big or small it is. So little Rhode Island and giant massive Alaska, they both get 2 seats in the Senate because, equal representation. The president of the Senate is Dan Quayle, who is a Republican. President pro tempore is Robert Byrd, spelled B-Y-R-D, who is a Democrat. And we have 58 Democrats and 42 Republicans. So yeah, what happened in America during this time? Oh boy. So here's the deal. Normally I would have one, but I found 3 important things that I thought were really fascinating. One is ultimately important because it has to deal with, the time and, the decades old enemy and stuff. And one is, yes, pew, 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 yes. Oh man. So in turns, we have 2 that are very good politically, and 1 that's really good entertainmentally. I think you guys know what it is. Oh boy, I'm so excited for the second one. So I kind of split them up. So, first things first. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom becomes the first British monarch to address Congress. Yeah. So yeah. Now you're probably thinking, well, wait a minute. If I travel to like Canada, Australia, or New Zealand, and I get their money, how come the Queen's on there? Good question. Because those countries, along with several others, are part of the Commonwealth realm. Basically, those countries are independent with their own, governments and militaries and policies. But the thing is that in terms of government and the actual head of state for those countries would be whoever is the current king or queen of England. Yeah, I know, it's weird. I mean, and their actual head of government for those countries, which is the important position that's always elected by the people. Well, I think it's either elected by the people or by their the parliament or legislative body or whatever that may be. I don't remember, but that position is the prime minister, which is the highest thing in that country, other than whoever's the current king or queen of England. So that's why current prime minister of Canada, as far as I know of, and the best of my knowledge, Justin Trudeau. Speaking of Canada, hi Cassie. Oh boy, the best thing ever comes up right now. The best gaming system ever, in my eyes. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System, also known as the SNES, or the SNES, as some people like to call, is introduced here in America. That gaming system is literally my childhood. Literally. Like, the very first game I've ever picked up is honestly the best Mario game ever. It was also our very first game, whichever episode. Super Mario World! Oh, a great game. I also recently got it on Virtual Console on my 3DS, and I have the first 4 worlds complete, because I'm watching this playthrough that kind of walks through every single level one by one and how to get, the secret exits to most of them and, all that stuff. We may or may not be doing that on the actual SNES on this channel in the future. Maybe. Stay tuned. But yeah, that game system is literally my childhood, because I played Super Mario World, Mario Kart, Legend of Zelda, F-Zero, all 3 Donkey Kongs, Mario Paint, I think Mortal Kombat here and there. I think there was a Frogger game in there somewhere. Mario All-Stars. But yeah. Best gaming system ever. Will there be more this week? Stay tuned and find out. And a very important thing politically also happened this year, other than the Queen addressing Congress for the first time. The Cold War ends as the leader of the Soviet Union resigns and dissolves into 15 separate countries. Yep, so basically capitalism won the Cold War. In a way, but, all the satellite states were gaining independence from the old Soviet Union. That'd be like, West Germany, Poland, Hungary, Czechoslovakia, what else is there? Yugoslavia, but, the Yugoslav wars were also going on at this time too, but we'll get into that on a later day. But yeah. So, what countries now exist after the USSR split up? Well, they are in alphabetical order. You have Armenia, Azerbaijan, Belarus, Estonia, Georgia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Latvia, Lithuania, Moldova, Big Old Russia, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Ukraine, and Uzbekistan. Yeah. I mean, up until its, dissolvement and collapse, the Soviet Union was the largest country in the world. And since the main majority of the USSR is actually most of it is modern day Russia, it still puts Russia at number 2, actually at number 1. Russia's the largest country in the world, hands down. And then you got Canada, the second largest country in the world. However, the third place is kind of disputed between China's disputed territories and America's water area. So, yeah. But if we count just land area, then China is obviously bigger than the U.S. But also because, counting land area, Canada jumps all the way to 4th place behind America, because Canada has like 3 million lakes. So, yeah. But that's not the point. Thank you all so much for watching. We just surpassed the 10-minute mark, so I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow for the 103rd Congress. See you later.